And welcome back again to the GNFCC BOLD 2024 Women's Leadership Summit. I'm John Ray, and folks, we've been here all afternoon, and this has just been a fantastic event. The fourth year of this event, and it gets better every year, literally. Everybody says that about their events, but I've been to all four of them, and this one, again, is just better than ever. And one of the reasons it's better than ever is because of the lady sitting right next to me, Alejandra Torchia. Alejandra is a IAmRemarkable facilitator, and she was doing her work today with a group that we're going to hear about here shortly. Alejandra, welcome.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you for your kindness.
Yeah.
I have been working with women today
yes.
in IAmRemarkable workshop, and it's fantastic one more time to see how impactful something simple can be in the life of others.
You have been in the corporate world for a long time, long career in the corporate world, and you got into the IAmRemarkable, hashtag IAmRemarkable work. And so let's give everyone an introduction to what that is.
Yeah, so IAmRemarkable is an initiative that currently is under Remarkability, which is a nonprofit organization, but it started with Google in 2016, looking for women as underrepresented group to recognize their achievements and say them in a loud voice. This is how it started. But then they realized that the remarkable issue is not around women only. So they opened this initiative for everyone. Today, everyone can attend these workshops.
So it's interesting. Be careful what you start, right? Because it can grow in dramatic ways. And it sounds like that's what the growth of IAmRemarkable, this movement, really, it's a movement, what's happened with it. Beyond just the fact that it's a wider audience, why do you think it has grown so much? Why do you think?
No, but as of today, there are 600,000 people that attended workshops in 180-something countries. And I think that, number one, and this is something simple, 90 minutes. Number two, this is going to each person that is in the workshop. And number three, people are realizing the value that it has. It's something very simple. This is the magic of this.
Yeah. Let's get a look behind the curtain as to what this is all about. Because you were here today with a group of women from the Drake House, right?
Yeah.
And the Drake House being a transitional housing nonprofit aimed at women and their children. And you were conducting this session for these women. And this is part of the outreach of the GNFCC BOLD Women's Committee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful because we connected during the session. I'm not going to broken confidentiality.
Sure.
We connected and we enjoyed and we went deep into the reflection. And I hope that they are inspired and motivated to continue developing that muscle that is to recognize all the achievements.
We don't have to talk about what happened in a particular session, but let's talk about in general what happens. When you conduct one of these sessions, what happens?
So I am opening, following the guidance of the presentation, but I am opening a window for people, number one, to be aware, to understand what's going on, to understand your values, your unique values, to understand that your family, your school, your society, your country can condition in you, and all that things are part of the bias that you have. But you can, if you are aware, this can be an opportunity instead of the threat, right? So, an opportunity to broken in that bias and to do better for you and for others. And then, when you can think broadly, looking at yourself to recognize who you are and how remarkable you are is part of a mindset that you have to develop. Recognizing your achievements, not bragging, just saying achievements with metrics that and telling someone the story, why I am remarkable.
Yeah. Wow. And it seems like what you're saying is that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like what you're saying is you're pointing out what individuals already in these group of women that you visited with today, they already really know down deep. It's just a matter of surfacing that, right? And bringing that out and getting them to admit it.
Yeah, and have that minute to think about it, right? Because people in general are finding a lot of remarkable things. It's like when you go to the church, right? Whatever your God is.
Right.
If you have the time to think and look inside you, you will find a lot of great things. And with this, it's happening the same thing, right? Women or people attending the workshop, because there were many men, not today in other workshops, they are realizing about all the wonderful things that they are doing. The thing is that because many different reasons, they are not doing this in their daily activities.
And so much of it, it seems like, this is a question, it seems like so much of what you're doing, the great work you're doing, is really getting people to admit this to themselves, what they already know, and holding up a mirror to them.
Correct.
Right?
You are right.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yeah.
And the mirror sometimes is sharing my own stories,
Yeah.
my own vulnerabilities, my own success, because we are all the same thing.
And being in a group where people can hear each other's stories, and there's benefit from that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and people lean into each other's stories, and that I would think helps their ability to spring into a different mindset.
Yeah, because this is not only what is happening to me, it's also what is happening to you and how I can be supportive about your achievements as well. So if we want to create a better environment, a more diverse and inclusive environment, we need to support each other, and this is the way that it will leverage.
So the IAmRemarkable facilitation was done for women that live at Drake House, currently live at Drake House. This can be done in any environment, right? Whether it's corporate, nonprofit,
Correct.
government, what organization like the Chamber. So if I am a company out there, business, and I want any organization and I want to bring IAmRemarkable to my workplace, how do I do that?
Number one, you need to be a facilitator. You need to have been part of a workshop, and then you can apply and be trained to be a facilitator. If you want to offer this workshop for someone in your company, some groups, or a group of friends, you need to connect with a facilitator. You can connect with me or someone else, right? There is an hashtag IAmRemarkable group in LinkedIn, and you can ask for a facilitator, but I offer my help.
That's fantastic. What great work. Alejandra Torchia, folks, she is a facilitator with hashtag IAmRemarkable. And you're doing such great work. Thank you there's no telling how many lives you're changing through this work.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely. So how can people get in touch with you? Just go to the website, as you mentioned?
Yeah, in LinkedIn, Alejandra Torchia.
Okay.
They can find me. And
Okay. Folks, we'll have links in the show notes. Alejandra Torchia, and IAmRemarkable facilitator. Again, thank you so much for your work, and thank you for taking the time to visit with us.
Thank you for taking your time to interview me.
Absolutely. Thank you.